Black belts level 5, this is your self-defense. 1, make sure you go ahead and watch level 1 so you know how to defend yourself from the same wrist, and 2 hands, 1 wrist, and you go over those ones. You could always go over level 2 video and level 3 and 4 so you can work on those details. You've also got a different option, the level 2 as well, just for your own knowledge and your own practice. And this is the one that you're going to be tested on as well as level 1. Okay, so this is with the takedown as well for you guys, and I'm going to give you 2 options. If you would like to add a lock or an arm bar in the end, you can always add that on. You're not going to be tested on that officially, you're going to be tested on just the takedown, the escape and the takedown. So when Jack grabs me here, this is what it looks like fast. Then I can add on a different lock as well on the end. So to take you through it slowly, what we're doing is going around, grabbing here, and we're taking a step forwards with that middle block. So see how I'm in that wide horse stance, and my block, I'm blocking with the middle of my forearm, and not my elbow, because I could easily slide off there, and not my hand either, because I'm not going to have as much leverage and strength. I'm using the middle of my forearm. Now from there, what I do is bring my left arm under his arm, and then I grab my own right wrist. From there, I lift up his arm and I take my left foot behind his feet as I turn my body all the way around this way. I put his arm into like a tricep stretch, and I've got his wrist as well, because if we spin around there, Jack, when I push his wrist back like this puts even more pressure on, and I want to make sure his elbow's up. If his elbow's out and I just take him down, it's not as effective as his elbow being up, okay? So I'll show you again from the start. So around and grab the wrist. Take a step in front of their feet. It's got to be in front rather than just a small step. Take a big step in front of their feet and then drop into that horse stance. Put your weight into that front leg a little more than your back leg as you keep their arm straight. Now this arm, the blocking arm, goes around, under, and grab your wrist. Now bend the arm as you step behind and turn, and then just follow them to put your knee onto their ribs, knee on belly or knee onto their ribs. Keep hold of the lock. If you let go of this lock in any way, Jack can then release his arm, he can drop his elbow to the floor, he can roll out. If I keep hold of this lock, now he tries to move his arm, he can't move it, he can't get anywhere, especially because I've got my knee, my shin onto his ribs. Then I've got different options. I can lock here, I can do the arm bar. So we'll show you from the opposite direction here. So we'll go around, grab, take a step in front of their body for that lock there, then go, you're going to go under the arm, grab your own wrist. Now watch how I step around and behind, and I've got to turn my body. If my body's sideways, I'm going to struggle here, it's all my arms. If I turn my body, my whole body goes into this. So I want to be facing the opposite way to Jack, and I lift up his elbow, use his wrist as well, and I just follow him. Wherever he goes, I follow him to put my knee onto his belly. From there, if I want the lock, I'll put both shins across him. My left shin goes across his face, and my right shin goes across his ribs. I pull his elbow into my center of my stomach, and I want to create a right angle here at the elbow, and a right angle at the wrist, and then I just push his hand towards his bicep, and it creates a lock. And make sure you tap when you feel that. If you're doing the arm bar from there, the lock, then you're going to keep this right foot where it is and turn your foot. You're going to turn your foot under their shoulder, an angle, pointing your toes towards their neck. Keep hold of this lock, take a step over and bring your foot in to their neck. Sit down low and under, and then just slowly stretch your arm out. The thumb wants to be pointing up, and if you've got a good arm bar lock, you should be able to do this with your little finger. Okay? So that's level 5. Black belts, self-defense. We're just going to test you on up to the takedown. If you want more details on the armbar and the lock, then we can give you that in classes for you to practice. Thank you, team.